What is going on, guys? Andrew Hayes here. We're back again with another wrestling video with my boy Double Nine. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, you guys? Film Fan 599 here again, and we're back for another preview and predictions. And this time, it's going to be for WWE Super Showdown.
Yeah, WWE Super Showdown. We announced this last week. We've got quite a few of these coming up, but we'll talk more about that later. But WWE Super Showdown, the biggest live event ever in Australia. So
Pretty much.
we figured let's do one. It's gonna be a pretty much a pay-per-view, even though it's pretty much a glorified live event. But there's 10 matches.
Yes.
We figured let's do it. Why not? Just to give an update on the score, I am winning by 1 point, 34-33. It's still anybody's game. I could mess up. I could not. Double Nine could mess up. He could not. But I'm gonna be honest. This seems like a fairly predictable show. Other than a couple matches that could go either way.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna start with the first match. Triple H versus Undertaker, and in Triple H's corner is Shawn Michaels, and Undertaker's corner is Kane. Before I say who I predict, because I feel like this one is one of the very, very predictable ones, I'm going to be honest, I really don't care about this match. It's 2018. Undertaker, I really don't want to see the Undertaker wrestle anymore. He's one of my favorite wrestlers, top 10 of all time. But the thing is, I think he should have retired. Because I mean, he had a fine match against Bray. He had who else did he? Yeah, he had a fine. His last good match that I really remember was in 2015 because he faced Bray Wyatt. Had a fine match. Actually, it kind of surprised me from what I remember. I haven't seen it in a while. And then at SummerSlam that year, he faced Brock, which was a good match despite the ending. I really enjoyed it. I was actually live there for that match. So. And then he had that Hell in a Cell match with Brock, which is probably one of the best in recent memory.
Yes,
definitely one of the best in the last few years. And then he, faced
Shane inside Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, he faced Shane. That wasn't a good match. And then, Roman's match wasn't really that good. And the one with John Cena, it was a minute, so I can't really hate on it, but I can't really like it because all it was a squash match.
And they fought Rusev in that casket.
Yeah, and that casket match was a bad. I liked that match, but it wasn't
a fun match.
My point is I feel like they missed an opportunity. They just messed up a whole lot with the Undertaker. I felt like eventually the streak needed to be broken. But it should have been someone honestly, as great as what they did with Brock was. I'm still not the biggest fan of Brock, but what they did with Brock after he beat the streak, he went on this monstrous run. He didn't get pinned for over 3 years.
Yeah,
and
Goldberg was really the first one to beat him since then.
Yeah, so I mean. I like what they did, and that was all cool, and whatever. And at the time I hated the idea of Goldberg beating Brock and ruining it, but I like the idea now. I thought what they did was right, but what I think they messed up on is Brock didn't need to beat the streak.
Yeah,
and even Roman Reigns, who I'm not a fan of. And who I don't necessarily think needed to be the one to break the streak. It should have been someone that needed it. Maybe a Kevin Owens, maybe a CM Punk, maybe I don't know, HBK. Even though
I think the right time to end the streak would have been that end of an era match. I think that would have been the right time to end it, to be honest.
Not necessarily. I think there's been a couple of opportunities for Undertaker to retire. One of them was at the end of an era. He got 20-0. But still, we would have missed out on CM Punk versus Undertaker, which is one of my favorite Undertaker matches.
Yeah.
But even still, I think once the streak was broken, he should have That should have been it. And even when he lost to Roman, the whole thing they were building up after it was I retired The Undertaker, but The Undertaker hasn't retired, so that really ruined it. And there was really no point in Roman beating Undertaker unless he was retired. But he's not. So like that just it makes no sense. My point being, I just as much as I love The Undertaker, he is one of my easily top 10 favorite superstars of all time. But the mystique is gone. There's really no point in him being around. He's in his 50s. He's old. He's just not as good as he used to. And I respect everything I've done. Like I said, he's my top 10 favorite superstars of all time. It's hard for me to get excited about an Undertaker match anymore because he just can't perform at that level he used to. I feel like even like after Brock beat him, there was still some mystique about him. But there's really nothing left for me, at least, because Roman beat him, and that was supposed to be him leaving. But like he's still around. He's probably gonna wrestle at next year's WrestleMania. I don't know against who, but like I feel like he should have been retired. Either he should have won 20-0 or kept going and have Roman break the streak or anybody beat the streak and that been it. But especially against someone like Triple H, who again, like I don't really remember a great match he's put on in a while. Daniel Bryan.
I was about to say him versus Daniel Bryan
was probably his last great match. And again, I love Triple H. He's one of my personal favorites. But again, those are two people who I don't think need a place on a card at all, let alone this card, especially where I think that they're going, because there have been major rumors about DX versus the Brothers of Destruction.
They're pulling fucking poor Sean Ave retirement.
Yeah, and like I feel like that's bad because Sean, and even Sean said it during that promo, which was like a great promo, and I loved that segment where he's like, I did it out of respect for the fans, out of you. That ruins the whole fucking thing, because how many guys have retired and just wrestled again?
Exactly. Shawn Michaels was the one guy that actually stayed retired.
And I'm not counting Daniel Bryan because, like, that's a different story. And
Daniel Bryan didn't really. I feel like he didn't really retire. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like he wasn't retired from professional wrestling. It's just WWE forced him to stop wrestling, and they needed to give him like an explanation, and that's what that was. And I'm not counting Edge because he had to retire, and he didn't want to, but he had to. But if you look back at it, someone like Ric Flair retired but wrestled again. Mick Foley, how many times?
Ric Flair went on to wrestle in TNA. Like,
how many times? Mick Foley retired, but like I wrestled so much after that. Even Hulk Hogan, he retired and he came back. There's so many people that retired and like they would come back. Bubba Ray Dudley was someone who retired, but now he is still currently wrestling. As much as I love Bubba Ray Dudley, he is still wrestling. Shawn Michaels was the one guy who goes
exactly. And see, the thing with The Rock, he never said he was retired.
No, The Rock never retired.
Exactly. Rock never said he was retired from wrestling. So when he keeps on wrestling, it's fine because he's never like
even The Undertaker, he never retired. He's still like going.
Exactly. But just Shawn Michaels was the one guy that kept his promise.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels was the one guy, and he said it best. I don't know how true this is. I could imagine that it's true because he's Shawn Michaels, and it just sounded something believable. He said that he was offered like in the promo, and again, who knows if it's true or not, but like he was offered millions of dollars to face so many people in dream matches, but just denied them because he wanted to stay retired.
Exactly. I believe there was like a rumor back in like 2000, at the end of 2016, there was apparently a rumor that AJ was supposed to fight Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, and
Shawn didn't want to do it because he wanted to stay retired.
And I feel like putting DX versus like having Shawn in the match,
and that's the thing you take him out of retirement for.
Yeah, and I've even said this, as much as I would love to see AJ versus Shawn, I really don't want to see Shawn wrestle again because he retired in 2011. No, 2010 is when he retired.
Yes.
So it's been 8 years since he's wrestled. That means since the last match he put on, he's 8 years older. He hasn't wrestled in 8 years. Who knows how good he's going to do? I would love to think that he could still put on a great match, but I just don't know. And trust me, Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler of all time. So if anybody would love to see Shawn Michaels back in the ring again, it's me.
He's my second favorite. Like, if Jeff Hardy never existed, he'd be my favorite as well.
Listen, and I'm sure he would have a great match with AJ because I feel like AJ would be able to carry it, and even like he'll still be able to do it. But like he don't know how good of a shape he's in. I would love to think that he's in good shape, and as much as I love seeing him, like I don't want to see him in the match, in a match, especially against the Triple H and Undertaker and Kane. With all due respect, they all should honestly just be retired, especially Kane. Kane, I feel like, has run his course. Undertaker should be retired, and Triple H, who is there left for him to face? Other than, I don't know, Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, maybe Adam Cole. But like, there's no one really that Triple H could face that could really get me excited anymore. And plus, this is a match we've seen already. And trust me, they put on 5-star matches before. But it's just, I can't get excited about this match. I'm honestly going with The Undertaker for this one. For the simple fact that I feel like again, this is a glorified house show. They're going to have the majority of faces win, and that's what I think they're going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably going to be The Undertaker, to be honest. Like, I don't see this going. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Triple H won, but I have a feeling they're going to go with The Undertaker.
Also, another match that Shawn was asked about to do was Daniel Bryan, and he didn't do that match. And if those were the two matches he said no to, why would he want to say yes to this? And I just
exactly right, like, and especially with Daniel Bryan, because he mentored him.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if he would like turn down those matches and this is the one he says yes to, it'd be very weird.
Okay. Anything else to say about this match?
Honestly, I think you really said everything because yeah, these are two guys, like, although I love these guys, I've watched them pretty much for all of my life of wrestling, but like, they need to just kind of just, I hate to say it, but they just kind of need to stop. I feel like they've Triple H is still in great shape. I'm not like trying to like, you know, what's the word for it? Fuck. I hate it when this happens. But like try to tone down the guys or anything. I can't remember really the word I'm looking for, but like you know, or bring them down or anything, but just they're two guys that I feel like have done everything in the WWE already, and it's just we've seen this match
against each other.
And, exactly, and they fought each other, and it also ruins the end of the era thing, too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I feel like both of them honestly should have like, even after. I mean, yes, we had that great Triple H versus Daniel Bryan match, and even like Triple H versus Seth Rollins, which was a really, really good match, and in my opinion, a very underrated match. And even last year's match, or this year's WrestleMania match with him in it, like that was a really good match. But like still, like I feel like Undertaker should have retired at that match, and potentially Triple H. But that's just me.
Yeah, but I'm going with The Undertaker on this. Just I should be excited for this because this is like two of the greatest superstars of all time. But like, I'm not.
Like, legitimately, Undertaker should be in the Hall of Fame right now. Kane should be in the Hall of Fame right now, and that's
like honestly, hell, even Triple H should be, to be honest.
Yeah. And going on to the next match, if you don't have anything else to say.
No, I don't really got anything else to say. I don't got any really too much to say about a lot of these matches.
Yeah.
Especially this next one.
Yeah. A tag team match.
One of the first of many tag team matches on here. It feels like fucking Teddy Long made the entire card. Holla, player. Apparently, Teddy Long's gonna be at SmackDown 1000. Get ready for some tag team action. I swear, if he does not come out during SmackDown 1000 and make a tag team match, it's done. You're done.
All right, so the Bobby Lashley and John Cena versus Elias and Kevin Owens. I'm really upset about this match for more than one reason. First reason, I'm gonna just let the cat out of the bag. Bobby Lashley and John Cena are probably gonna win this match.
No, they are guaranteed to win this fucking match.
Because I said, you're going with them just to...
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. It's fucking obvious they're gonna win, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mean to sound like that, but it's fucking obvious they're winning.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. One, like I said, it's a glorified house show. They like having the faces win at the house shows for some reason.
Yeah.
Don't know why. But again, just it's Bobby Lashley and John Cena, and they put probably the two of the best heels in the company right now, or on the main roster, and in the company, but on the two best heels on the main roster, or two of the best heels on the main roster. And I just because they're two of my favorite wrestlers. They're legitimately my top three favorite current wrestlers right now are AJ Styles is number one, Elias is number two, and Kevin Owens is number three. I am 100% going to be rooting for Elias and Kevin Owens because Bobby Lashley is my least favorite person in probably, I would say, legit.
Bobby Lashley's comeback has been one of the lamest fucking things I've seen in a long time.
I would say my three least favorite people in the company. Kona Reeves. Probably number one. I fucking hate Kona Reeves. He's a fucking not good. Number two is probably Bobby Lashley. And number three is probably Leo Rush. And yeah, so and Leo Rush is a really good wrestler. I just hate him as a person. Fucking arrogant son of a bitch.
Yes. Like really, and and of course it's John Cena, which that should be the big factor in all this. Like like I'm not trying to. I don't hate Cena, but it's just like what's the word I'm looking for? It's just it's very predictable because he's involved in the matchup. It's like a special thing whenever he fights. I think the last time he fought was in Saudi Arabia for the Greatest Royal Rumble. I believe that's the last time we've seen him wrestle. It will be cool to see him again. He's pretty much a part-timer at this point now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be cool to see him, and but I don't give two shits about Bobby Lashley. Like I said, his comeback has been like the lamest fucking thing in wrestling right now.
He had that awful feud with Sami Zayn, which Sami tried his fucking best to make it work, but it was one of the worst.
Sami Zayn tried. Oh, poor fucking Sami. God damn! If there's one wrestler that I feel bad for the most this year, it's him because he had to work with such a god awful feud. And
then he had a terrible match against Roman, which wasn't as bad as Roman's match with Jinder. Jesus Christ!
Oh man, But just like you said, and he's done nothing. He's literally done nothing since he's come back.
Yeah, he's just been feuding with Elias on and off for the past few months.
Pretty much.
And Kevin Owens, apparently. But that promo last night just show how great Elias and Kevin Owens and Elias should be.
Oh my god, I was laughing my ass off. Like, hold on. When he strums the guitar for the first time and Kevin Owens goes, Just like he turns around with the chair. I don't know why. That just had me dying of laughter because just the way he just turned around.
I can get them, like, they should win the tag titles, but that's just me. Anyway. Elias just needs a title. Please. That's all I'm asking for, is Elias to win a fucking title. I don't care what title it fucking is. Just have him win a title.
If he's so mad, oh my god! Like, imagine if he like just magically won the Universal title just in like a weird way. Just like I would imagine like it's like fail 5-way for like the Universal title. It's like the current champion is Roman Reigns. He's like defending against like Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Elias is involved in it. He like somehow like wins the matchup. Like Roman hits a spear, but Roman can't go for the cover, and Elias just falls on the other opponent, and he just fucking wins that way.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking
yeah, no,
I would love that.
Yeah, this is probably not gonna be a good match. It's probably one of the ones I'm also not just looking forward to.
I'm really not looking forward to a lot of these matches, and this is one of them.
But you have anything else to say?
Bobby Lashley and John Cena are gonna win. It's obvious. Whatever. Elias is a god amongst men. That's it.
Next is actually a match I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, this is like I think probably like this and another match. Like oddly enough, they're both from SmackDown Live, but like this and another match, I'm like really looking forward to.
For the number one contendership for the WWE title, it's Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. Now, this is remember I said before, like in the beginning, I said I feel like most of this card is fairly predictable. This is one of two matches that I could see going both ways, and pretty much a 50-50 shot of who's going to win. And it's this and for the WWE title. And we'll get to the WWE title a little bit later on, but I feel like the result of this match will kind of spoil what the results of the other match will be.
Can I go first actually on this one?
Go right ahead. Yeah, go right ahead.
Because I have this wild ass prediction.
Okay, go right ahead.
Because I've been telling everybody that this has happened, that this should happen, and it seems like it's getting like closer and closer to happening. I'm predicting Miz is gonna win this match.
Miz.
Because here's what I think's going to happen. They're going to continue this whole fucking thing that Bryan can't beat Miz. They're going to continue this whole thing with it. And let me explain why. So Miz is going to beat Bryan at the Super Showdown. That SmackDown 1000, Miz is going to beat AJ Styles for the WWE title. Miz is going to hold on for that title for the long time. From now, from SmackDown 1000 all the way to WrestleMania. Because what I think is going to happen afterwards is Daniel Bryan's going to win the Royal Rumble. Then when Daniel Bryan wins the Royal Rumble, he's going to choose to face The Miz at WrestleMania for the WWE title. And then at WrestleMania 35, Miz is going to defend the WWE title against Daniel Bryan.
Which I will see live. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Well, I will see it live.
You better take me to that shit. You better take me to that shit because it's going to be in New York, right?
Yeah.
You better find a way to get my ass there now.
We'll find a way to sneak you in.
We'll sneak me in the suitcase now. But what I was going to say was that so it's Miz versus Bryan at WrestleMania for the WWE title, and that's when finally Bryan gets the win. Finally gets the win over the Miz. Not only does he finally get his retribution against the Miz, but he also gets the WWE title in the same way.
Yeah.
I know that seems like a wild, really out of left field prediction.
But the fucking thing is I can see that happening. Like it's not too wild. It's not too far fetched. I can see that happening.
It's not too far fetched though. It's like it could happen.
But see, here's the thing.
Because if they didn't do the briefcase thing with Miz, this is like the next logical thing that I think they could do with him.
See, the thing is, I'm really struggling with this because there's what I wants to happen, which is Samoa Joe winning a goddamn title because he fucking deserves it, especially with this feud, which is the best fucking feud on the main roster this fucking year. And then, but see, the thing is like, and I said this last predictions whenever we fucking did it a few weeks ago. And like I said here, AJ Styles is my favorite wrestler right now. AJ Styles is easily one of my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time. He was even before he came to WWE. And I'm gonna be honest, his run in WWE made him go up. He's probably my second or third favorite wrestler of all time.
Yeah, like, he's just that damn good. Like, honestly,
I would honestly say, no, my number one favorite wrestler right now, or of all time, I should say, Shawn Michaels, like I've stated. Number two, probably CM Punk.
Yeah, and then AJ Styles.
AJ, but like, yeah, and AJ has been on a great run with the WWE title.
A fantastic. It's been one of the best.
300 days, and if he wins it here, like I seriously, like I said this a couple times, like there's a serious chance that, and like I truly believe that this could happen. It's not out of the realm that they could have AJ hold the title for one full year.
And here's the thing though, I do not like I don't like see them not doing that. I could see, because because if the company has kept the title on him for this long, obviously they trust him.
Yeah, and obviously, and like it's proven, and like I'm happy about this. And as much as I wanted Shinsuke to win the title because he deserves the title, I'm not mad because AJ is fucking fantastic, like I've said numerous times, and he's holding one of the most. Say whatever you want.
He is holding the most prestigious fucking title in wrestling.
Ever. And like, it might not be the most prestigious now, but like in the history of it, yes, it's the most prestigious. And I would honestly say, like, even still, it might not be the most prestigious. It's still one of the most prestigious titles today. I would say
exactly.
Number one is the New Japan title, the IWGP Heavyweight title. That's number one. Number two is probably the NXT title. Number three is the WWE title. And this is all, honestly, this is all debatable. The ROH title is in there somewhere. And I would honestly, still, that's, amazing for me. He's holding the top title in the top company in the world. It might not be the best company right now, but it's still the top company in the world.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And to hold it for as long as he did, you really don't see it anymore. And I'm going to just, if you don't mind, I'm going to, you could talk about a little, something like this matchup just a little bit more while I pull up. Because I want to just say what the recent title reigns have, like the length of them have been.
Yeah, and like with this matchup, you know, like you brought like great points, but I don't know. I just listen. Sometimes WWE is too dumb to take ideas like that, but I really like. Why wouldn't they go with this? Like,
okay. Oh, sorry to ut you off.
Yeah. Oh no, go ahead.
All right, so right now, as of today, AJ Styles has held the title for 327 days. That's
goddamn
a lot of days. Before him was Jinder Mahal, who held it for 170. Still, okay. That's a long time, and I'm like this, and I'm not talking about like the reign itself and how I felt about it. I'm talking about strictly the length, because nowadays it's not really. It's rare to get it over 200, to be honest. To get over 150, like to get over 300 is what I'm saying is like amazing. So Jinder, that's a decent amount of life. 170 days is a long time, especially as a champion of any sorts, to be honest.
Yes.
After him was Randy Orton, 49 days. Not long at all. After him, Bray Wyatt, 49 days. Again, not that long. John Cena. Before him,
John Cena was like 20-something, right?
No, 14 days. He held up for 2
Really?
Mm-hmm.
14? Wow.
Then one before him.
Wow, that, no offense, but that really even goes to show that they just wanted him to break fucking Ric Flair's record and shit.
But I mean, yes, and I feel like I don't hate John Cena. Actually,
I don't, but like
as a whole, I respect John Cena because he has done a lot for this business.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And like that was a fantastic match. And but yeah. Anyway, after him was AJ Styles, who held it for 140. So again, he held it for a decent amount of time. Even like 140 is not nearly as good as 327. Like 140 is still pretty good in my eyes. And after that, or before that, was 84
with Dean Ambrose, right?
Dean Ambrose, and then you had Seth, who held it for 5 minutes, but like still like that. It's a title reign, but like it was obvious what they were doing. So
yeah.
But before Seth, Roman Reigns, who held it for 77 days, and this is supposed to be the next John Cena. He didn't even hold it for that long of time. After him, or before him, Triple H, 70. Still not that long. Before him, Roman Reigns, who, again, held it for 41 days. Then Sheamus for 22. And then, Roman. And, then it was Seth, who held it for 220. I'm not going to go all that back, but my point being is that they obviously trust AJ Styles.
This has been the longest. I think this has been the longest WWE title reign since CM Punk.
This has been because it went. And I'm doing this pure off of memory. It went CM Punk, then The Rock, who didn't hold it for that long, and then Cena, who held it till SummerSlam. Then Daniel
Bryan, the whole flip flop thing with fucking
Daniel Bryan, then Randy, then Daniel, and then Randy. Randy held it for 100 and something days. Then Daniel Bryan beat up and then got hurt. John Cena won it again, but lost it to Brock, who held it for like 280 days, I want to say.
And then Seth Rollins
like that. Then Seth Rollins, and then I'm not gonna keep on going because I just said all those up until Seth. So this is the longest one since CM Punk, and that's a lot. And it's obvious that they trust him. Because, like I said, you really have to be trusted and to really be doing something to hold the title for as long as he has. So, so that's why I'm not like, okay, I think Shinsuke should have won it, but still, I'm not mad because say what you want about the feud. The feud was like, it wasn't like as terrible as people make it out to seem. It was still a good feud. It was just a little weird. And there was a couple matches I didn't really like by them, but still, AJ Styles is my favorite, so I can't be mad when he wins, especially when he's retaining the top title. And as much as I think Samoa Joe should win, I don't know because what you said made sense. And I just can see them wanting him to hold it for a year because it seems like they want to do this historic run with him because they keep on making a big deal about these numbers that he keeps on hitting with the title. He broke the streak or the record for longest reigning SmackDown World Champion. They made a huge deal out of that. They made a huge deal about him getting to 300 days. They made a huge deal about holding it like him. He's like, oh, he's one of the current longest running champions. He's like one of the longest running champions to currently hold the title right now. Like they're making a huge deal out of this. So that's why I think
like, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh, and like I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what WWE likes to stand and whatever. He is the top guy in the company right now.
Yeah, he is the top guy in the company.
He is the top guy in this goddamn company.
He is one of the best wrestlers in the world. And I think the only person who arguably has him beat, and I personally would choose this person as the best wrestler in the world just because of what he has done in the past few years, is Kenny Omega. And it's still arguable who's the better wrestler.
Exactly. That's like the only wrestler that I could argue against.
That's the only person that I could, like, there's like A+ level, like A+ tier, A tier, whatever. The only two people I could see in like the A+ tier right now is a couple people, but like they're like, okay, so like I'm saying this wrong. There's like the A++ tier, and Kenny Omega and AJ Styles are in the A++ tier.
Yes.
But I gotta get back. We kind of been like talking a little bit. Gotta get back on track. But yeah, no, but this all goes back to this match. You're going with the Miz, you said? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I'm going with The Miz because I really do. I really think WWE is going to go with that route of what I'm talking about. I just have just a big feeling about it.
And I don't know, and I could be 100% wrong, and I could be making a mistake here, but something's telling me in my gut, and despite all of what I just said, that I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest that if AJ retained, or if AJ um uh held it for a year, or even broke Punk's reign, to be 100% frank with you. But it's a gut feeling that I have. And I don't know if this is me, what I want, because I do want Joe to win, and I don't know if I'm being stupid here, but I truly believe, and it's in a gut feeling that I have, that Samoa Joe will win. And because I think Joe is going to win, I'm picking Daniel Bryan to win, because I don't see Miz winning and Joe winning. So I'm picking Daniel Bryan. And we might as well predict AJ versus Joe right now, just so we don't really say as much of the same stuff. So
I'm going with AJ Styles because I'm going with what I have. And I know this will be the second time that they dropped the title on a fucking live show, but it's just
see, it's not really a live show. It's a pay-per-view.
Oh, no.
It's a live show, but it's like a pay-per-view.
About once we get to like SmackDown 1000, because I have my prediction that's when AJ's dropping the belt. I know that will be another time they're dropping the belt, like the most prestigious belt on a SmackDown. But it makes sense. Like, it does. Like, what other time do you have to have AJ Styles drop the title and have Miz winning?
Yeah, and I'm going with Joe if it wasn't obvious enough. And what's going to be funny is, who knows, maybe Miz wins and Joe wins. You never know. Or Bryan wins and Styles wins. I truly believe that if Bryan wins, if the heel wins in one match, the face is going to win in the other. So this, honestly, if that's correct, and I honestly 100% believe that is like what's going to happen. If Double 9, this is big, because if Double 9, let's say Miz and Styles wins, which is a big possibility, he gets a 1-point lead. So this is huge. Honestly, he could either just tie it up, which I don't really see happening, because I like if Miz wins, Styles wins, if Bryan wins, Joe wins. Even if I went with Miz and Styles, I would have felt that way. But it's either I get a 3-point lead or he gets a 1-point lead. This is going to be very, very interesting.
Yes.
On to the next match, a 6-man tag team match: The Shield versus Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. I don't know. This
excited. This has been fucking boring as shit.
It's been like the same thing every week, and I don't like what they're doing with Braun. And I like some aspects of it. And I'm just happy the Shield is back together, despite what I feel about Roman.
Exactly.
And like the thing is, I like Roman with the Shield, because it's like he does better when he's with other people and whatnot. So I mean, I don't really have much to say about this match. I feel like the Shield is winning. I mean, Roman's the top guy on Raw right now. I just feel like it just makes sense for them to win. You know, it's probably going to be the main event, to be 100%.
I don't know who's going to win this, because they keep on teasing this fucking thing with Dean Ambrose that he's going to turn on the Shield.
They tease it, but I don't think it's going to happen until WrestleMania.
I don't know what's going.
It's going to happen, but I don't think it's going to happen right now.
I don't know. It seems.
I feel like maybe another month, maybe until WrestleMania, but that's just me.
I'll go with the Shields for now, but like I won't be surprised if they do the whole thing with Dean.
I don't think it's happening right now. Anyway, on to the next match, which I didn't really give two shits about, to be honest. The Bellas and Ronda Rousey versus the Riot Squad. I think it's obvious. I think Bellas and Rousey are going to win, because Ronda Rousey is Ronda Rousey. That's the legit it. I could don't care about this match. I'm assuming you're going with the other one, or what I went with.
Yeah, I'm going with yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing really to say about this match, to be honest. Unless you have something else to say, we can just go right
on. Nothing else really. I'm surprised Liv Morgan is still able to compete.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah, good for her. I'm surprised, because of what happened on Raw and shit. But like, hey, she still wants to compete, and that's cool. Well, if the concussion is not that serious, then obviously she's able to compete and stuff. So, well, that's good at least. But yeah, I'm going with Ronda and the Bell Twins because it's obvious as hell.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, next match. I mean, we already discussed the WWE title match. I want to include that it is a no count out, no disqualification.
And so it's pretty much going to be a brawl with this match.
Yeah, and I will say this is my most anticipated match of the night. Probably going to be the best one, to be 100% honest. But anyway, going on, since we already really discussed that one in length, for the Cruiserweight Championship, Cedric Alexander versus Buddy Murphy. Now, this is another one where I don't know because Cedric has been on a run with this Cruiserweight title. I think it's a very big possibility that Cedric wins. But keep in mind, Buddy Murphy is Australian.
Yes.
So,
plus, do not, and let me tell you something, do not count these fellas out, okay?
This is going to be a great match because
I saw these fuckers live. I saw these fuckers live, actually. Like,
Buddy Murphy is the most improved fucking wrestler this year.
Yes, and he is probably my favorite on that entire roster, to be honest.
Same here, and and I have seen Buddy Murphy put on a great match. I did see Blake and Murphy versus the Vaudevillains is one of my favorite matches I've ever seen. Probably one of the most underrated matches I've ever seen at NXT Brooklyn 1. So, I mean, I don't know. That's the thing.
And by the way, like I said, because I saw these guys live actually fight together on a house show. It was probably the best match I saw that whole night, to be honest with you. Like, these guys know each other well. And I'm excited as hell for this matchup. I can't wait to see what they have in store. And honestly, I'm going to go with Buddy Murphy. I think it's going to be finally his time to win the Cruiserweight title.
I feel like he is the person to take it off of him. And it's in Australia. I feel like the timing's right, and it's just the gut feeling that I have. So I'm going with Buddy Murphy as well. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if Cedric won. And I love Cedric. He's fantastic.
Oh, yeah, Cedric is great. I love him. So I wouldn't be complaining if he won too.
Okay.
But I think this is the time for Buddy Murphy to really win the title.
Okay. Next match. For the SmackDown Tag Team titles, The New Day versus The Bar.
I think The New Day is winning this. It's quite obvious, I think.
See, I don't know about that. I would like to think that Sanity drops it, but I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going to go with The New Day. I think they got this one in the bag, to be honest.
I'm going to go with The New Day, too. I just don't think it makes sense to them for The Bar to win right now. So
and like you said, I think Sandy is going to be the one that they drop the titles to.
Or the Usos.
Uso! All right, so next match, I guess?
Yes. The next match is another tag team match. Player.
Hello, player.
Then I don't know.
This whole feud is fucking pointless, to be honest. Like
Naomi and Asuka versus the two fucking favorite people in the world, the Iconics.
Yes. We probably should win this match because of the obvious circumstances. Probably not.
I would love to believe in my heart that my girl Peyton Royce is winning for obvious reasons. But the thing is,
they're both heels.
They're both heels. They fucking love Naomi for some reason.
My fucking house show, so they're probably not gonna win.
They fucking.
But I'm gonna play the wild card. I'm gonna say they're gonna win.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Join the dark side. You got to. Come on now.
I want to think that they're better than this, but I don't want to think that WWE like I don't know.
It seems like WWE doesn't have much faith.
I am going to pull a 99 and go for who I 100% think should win, and that is the Iconics.
Yes. Okay. We have to at least go wild card on at least one of these matches. And this
and it's like, okay, they're from Australia. This is a big event. Have them fucking win. And I think that as much as I'm doubting myself right now, they just have to. And for those,
it just seems plainly obvious. Like the chips are all there. Like
and see, the thing is, what I meant by pulling a 99, I meant like going with, because for those who know, I'm a huge fan of both the Iconics, but in particular Peyton Royce. I love Billie Kay, but Peyton Royce is my girl. And what I mean by pulling a 99 is,
which is mean going for the bias obvious, because
the very biased option, but being 100% wrong. But,
yes.
And for those who don't know, pulling an Andrew is going with the really, really stupid fucking option.
Yes. I mean, my bias is the reason I'm 1 point behind.
And my fucking stupid decisions is why I'm not like 5 points up.
Exactly.
So it all evens out in the end.
Exactly.
Oh man. For the final match we will be discussing today, for the SmackDown Women's Championship, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair.
I'm thinking
we both were about to say Becky at the same time. So.
Oh yeah. But I think Becky's gonna retain the title here.
Yeah, I think they're gonna give her a decent run with this. I really don't have much to say. This feud has been actually, I really like this feud, to be honest.
This feud has actually been great. I've been loving this feud, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. Those are 10 matches. Anything you want to say before we end this?
No,
or about the show in general.
This show is pretty much a glorified house show. That's what it pretty much is.
I'm looking forward to a handful of matches.
But there are others I'm just kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
Well, we shall see what WWE has got to offer on this, and I'm excited to see what they got. But yeah. I will be a madman, and I will stay up till 5 o'clock to watch this, because I am a madman, as you all know. I'm fucking gonna
watch it the next fucking day. I don't give a shit.
I am a madman, as you all know. So I probably will be up at 5 o'clock because the things I do for this fucking company. Yeah, I'm excited.
Anything else you want to like plug or anything? I mean,
go check out my YouTube channel, FunFanel599.
He just had his 5-year anniversary, which is amazing.
Woo! Yep, bitches, I did.
I didn't really do anything for my 1-year anniversary. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what my 1-year anniversary is, because it started in 2015 and then stopped and then started again.
I feel like once you start making videos, that's when you celebrate your anniversary.
Well, like, see, there was a year and a half where I didn't fucking do anything. But anyway, my year, to me, is when I started making videos again, which was my Riverdale Season 1 review. I didn't do anything with my Season 1, my 1 year, because I didn't want to. I'm too cool for that. But anyway.
Too cool for school!
Anyway, just a couple of things before I end off. You're going to be seeing a lot of us within the next month. Not like a few weeks, month, because not only, we have this video today. Next week, we're obviously going to do
the review
for the event, but also there's another pay-per-view this month, and that is Evolution. So that is the 28th of this month. So obviously the week before we were going to do it, and within the next couple of days we're going to review it. So that leaves 1 month open, or 1 week open, that we don't have anything really scheduled. So we discussed, and we did say we're going to do a top 5 each month. So on the 16th, which is the day that we're not going to do anything, and then we're going to do these from now on. Every time we have a video, it's Tuesday, or it's going to be on a Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from now on. We decided that that's just been the time that we do it, because it works for both of us. So,
yes.
To recap, next week, the 9th, we are going to do the review for the show, obviously. The 16th, we are going to be doing our top 5 most underrated superstars of all time. The 23rd, we're going to do our preview and predictions for Evolution. And then the 30th, we're going to do not only the review for Evolution, but we're going to do the preview and predictions for Crown Jewel. So we got a lot. And if you think about it, the next month, November 6th, we got to do a review for Crown Jewel. So it's just a lot.
We're on the grind right now, bitches.
Yeah, and and then there's another pay-per-view, probably, I think, Survivor Series and War Games. So there's that. We got a top 5 for November. So you're going to be seeing a lot of us. And I'm very excited because I love doing these. And you're excited because...
Hell yeah, man.
Oh, I was talking about the viewers, but yeah, I hope you're excited too.
I'm excited too, bitches.
But anyway, that's a lot. I know, again, this wasn't really too terribly long of a video. This is a glorified house show. We did talk a lot about Daniel Bryan and Samoa Joe, which there was a lot to be said, and a little bit about...
a lot to discuss with that, actually. So.
Yeah, like, there was some things that, like, we don't care about this match because there's not really much to say. But, the Undertaker stuff we talked about for a little bit. And even, like, Daniel Bryan and Miz and Joe and Styles, we talked about that for a lot. So, there's that. Anyway, please be on the lookout for my next review. I know I haven't reviewed anything in a while, and it's not because I've been lazy or anything, just haven't gotten around to doing it, but it's because I haven't really seen anything. There's nothing that's really seen my interest since White Boy Rick, but I do promise I am seeing The Star is Born this weekend, so please, like, I guarantee that review is coming out, and I know that I've done this before where I've said a review's coming out, but I'm legit reviewing stuff constantly now, and yeah, it's been a couple weeks, but it's still, I just haven't seen anything. But yeah, please, I'm seeing A Star is Born on Sunday, so you can expect it Sunday, maybe Monday.
So when we get a review for Venom,
I don't know if I'm gonna see Venom. I don't know.
Do it for the meme, Andrew.
But good news is that October 13th, 3 movies that I'm highly anticipating coming out all on the same day. So you can expect a lot of reviews coming, like, just this month alone in November. But anyway, please. So please be on the lookout for those. Please check out my boy Double Nine's channel. He's fucking fantastic. Just hit his 5-year anniversary, like I said. Does great stuff, and I absolutely love collabing with him. I mean, I've been doing it since last year, since the MTVM podcast. But
well, technically since the top 5s.
Yeah, well, the top 5, the very first podcast that I ever did on Diego's channel was with him, but we've been consistently collabing since November of last year, to change up my word. So please go check out his channel. Please hit that comment button. Please comment down below. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to his channel. Click both of our notification bells.
Do all that good shit that you're supposed to do on YouTube.
I just want to know, guys. Holler
if you hear me.